Happy Friday, I'm Carol Schulte and welcome to another video edition of my Happy Friday blog. And greetings from inside my new apartment here in Buenos Aires. That's right, after a lovely 2 weeks at home, 4 airports, 3 flights, and 24-hour travel time later, I am here back with my remote on the next leg of my exciting journey. And today I want to share with you an epiphany, an insight, and an invitation. So on my last leg, I was in Houston, and although I was able to check in online in advance, for some reason I could not get a seat confirmed for my last leg, Houston to Buenos Aires, and that was going to be the longest one, almost 10 hours. Now, I was worried because when I went to the check-in desk in Toronto, they said, this code says that the flight is overbooked, so you're gonna have to go straight to the gate and see if you can get a seat. Now, I wasn't so much worried that I wouldn't get on the flight, although perhaps I could have been. I was more concerned that I was gonna get a middle seat, and for that long journey, that was not gonna be overly comfortable. So as soon as I got to Houston, I went directly to the customer service desk. And for the first time ever, there was no lineup. It was my lucky day. However, I noticed the ladies were enjoying some good time to chat and catch up and probably didn't want their peace to be disturbed. So when the first woman ushered me up to the counter, I said, I'm so sorry to disturb the peace. You must be enjoying this moment of quiet. And she said, oh, just you wait. It's the calm before the storm. Soon we'll have the late night flights in and then all hell will break loose. So I said, I can't imagine your job being easy. No doubt you get complaints and yelled at and screamed at on a regular basis. And I certainly don't want to make your job any more difficult, but I do have one request. So I explained my situation and I let her know that I didn't have a seat for my last leg and was wondering if there's any way that she could confirm one. Well, she looked on her computer and she found out that somebody had indeed been looking after me, and she said, you're lucky, you do actually have a seat. So then I asked her, any chance it's a middle? And she said, no, it's an aisle. And I said, great. Now I don't want to push my luck, but is there any way you might be able to see if there's a window available? So she looked at me and she said, I'll see what I can do. Lo and behold, there was a window seat available, but it was towards the very back of the plane. So she said, where do you want to go? And I said, what are the numbers? She said 41L or 33K. I believe those were the numbers. And I said, okay, who do you think is more likely to be my Prince Charming if I were to sit in this one or the other one? And she said, well, I don't know. I wanted to get a little laugh out of her, but she actually could look up which passengers were flying solo and which were in groups. So we had a nice little banter back and forth, and she said, you know what, you're such a nice woman. I'm gonna do better than that. I'm gonna upgrade you to Economy Plus, give you some extra legroom, and yes, a window seat. I found out her name was Cindy, and I said, Cindy, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And then I went and got her a Starbucks gift card and brought it back to her, and she was very appreciative and said thank you, and said, you didn't need to do that. And I said, well, neither did you. And in that moment, Cindy and I shared a connection. We had a common appreciation for one another, and that's where the epiphany comes in. In that moment, sharing that connection together, that is living big. That was a living big moment. And so my insight is that even though I'm so fortunate to be jet setting and having these adventures all over the world, and no doubt some of you are saying, you're so lucky, you're really living big, sometimes you don't have to go to the other side of the world or have these epic adventures in order to live big. Sometimes those small moments, like the one I shared with Cindy, are the ones that can make a big difference in your life. And so now the invitation. Starting on Monday, I have a 5-day Living Big challenge. 5 days and 5 ways for you to live just a little bit bigger in your life. And these are not going to be massive things, not something to just add to your to-do list. Every day you're going to receive an email and a video from me asking you to take part in an activity or an action that is going to be easy, fun, and is really going to make a difference in your life. By the end of the 5 days, you'll have a newfound spring in your step, you'll have a brighter smile on your face, and you'll feel a lot more alive. So I invite you to come with me on this 5-day Living Big challenge. And I would love for you to share this with people in your life that you could think could benefit as well. No doubt challenges are more fun with other people, so bring them along. Sign up below, and let's go through this 5-day journey together. Until next time, I'm Carol Schulte. Have a fabulous day, and don't forget to dream big, play big, and live big.